Hey YouTube, Berserker Nick here. I know it's been a while, I haven't seen you guys in a while. I got some new projects going on. I got some other projects we'll end up going over in later videos that I've already done over the winter and that. Um, well, last weekend I picked up a couple awesome BMX bikes. Um, this one is a mid-90s Haro Zippo. And show that to you. It's got the twin top tube, all that. It's got currently has 3/8 dropouts, but I'm going to machine these to 14 millimeter. I got the lighter weight front fork off the Group 1 that I'm going to run on this. But this will be re-stickered. I'm going to do a tribute to the 1989 Haro Master. So it'll end up matching my Zeus when it's done. So there's one upcoming project I got for you guys, and here in a minute I'll show you some parts for it as well. Also, when I picked that up, I picked up this 1980s Catalina BMX. These were made by the Tange Corporation. The closest thing I can find to this is a Kuwahara KZ1. So this is a pretty rad bike. I'll clean up all the chrome. I'm going to keep the original stickers on this one, and this will end up getting a whole bunch of gold parts on it. What was pretty awesome is when I picked that bike up, my cousin had stopped over. And as soon as he seen it, he goes, "That's the bike I had when I was a kid." And I was like, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Exactly the bike I had when I was a kid." So what I'm going to do is, he doesn't know, and he never watches these videos anyway, but I'm going to end up surprising him once it's done, and I'm going to gift him his childhood bike. So that'll be pretty rad. You guys notice I got the big Huffy box back here, and I did a little video short, wanting to know, hey, you guys guess what's in the box, and no one really made an attempt to guess what's in the box, so I don't know if I should leave you guys guessing or if I should open it up, but I think I'll open it up. Well, hey everybody, I guess I got it opened up, and I'm sure a lot of you probably thought I was getting a mountain bike or something like that. Do a budget build with that. I know I kind of got the idea from, Chicken Sendies and Captain's Cog and Wolf Tick videos and everybody doing these awesome budget builds. So, I figure I send parts to these guys, help them out a little bit. But I haven't done a budget build, so I decided to get a Huffy Ruin 26-inch BMX. Now, I've decided that this isn't going to stay a BMX. I'm not even going to build it as a BMX. I'm immediately going to build this thing as a dirt jumper. Since I have a dirt jumper fork left over with this nice fork, Marzocchi Dirt Jam. This fork was on my girlfriend's mountain bike before I did the mullet build to it. So I'm going to throw this on there. It's a nice stiff dirt jumper fork, and then also I'm going to put some mountain bike bars on there and stuff like that too. I haven't decided, but I may eventually do a gyro on this bike, so look out for that. But let's get this thing pulled out of here so you can look at it. Okay, well here we go. Here's the basic mock-up of the Huffy Ruin. As you can see, it's got this nice candy apple red paint job. I haven't fully assembled it because I plan on disassembling it and turning it into a dirt jumper. So there's a few things I was a little surprised on, which was the quality of the crank set. Is a really nice 3-piece crank set. It's an unsealed bottom bracket, and I'm a bigger guy and I'm a huge fan of the sealed bottom bracket on a crank set, so I will be going down to my local bike shop and talking to Chris, and if you're ever in Fort Dodge, go to Walker's Bike Shop. See about getting Eastern throttle crankset for that. I think it'll be a lot better option. Another thing I was surprised with was it has a 14mm rear dropout. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting this thing as a Huffy. I was expecting it to have a 3/8 dropout. And then playing around with the cassette on the back, the cassette is actually pretty decent. I'm not sure how it's going to hold up long term, being that it's an unsealed hub. So, but that'll be an easy swap out if I ever have to do that. So, this is just a bike that I bought to build up as a dirt jumper, to tear up, to something that can get thrown or abused. You know, not anything to keep pretty. So, but at the same time, I don't want it ugly either. So, there's some parts I'll be keeping, some parts I won't be keeping. I got some cats trying to escape into the garage and hang out. Come on, dude. Okay, well, first off, I'll show you some of the parts I've got. And then I'll go over, well, only like, the pedals, they're kind of decent. They're really similar to what comes on like the Trek Roscoe's and the Marlins. Just a decent beginner plastic pedal, but you know, I've slipped my shin too many times, and I'm gonna get something a little more aggressive so you keep your feet on there. So these will go, I'll end up going out of the bike shop and finding some pedals that I like down there. So they'll go on here. I already showed you the fork, and I was getting these awesome budget Mighty Duty bars are going to go on there with a Bontrager blender stem. Got some nice grips, budget friendly lock-on grips. I think these were, I think I got them for like $7 maybe, so that ain't bad. The factory sprocket on that, of course, is one of those cheap steel stamped crap sprockets. So I picked up this nice Eastern 25 tooth aluminum sprocket. It's lighter, it's stronger. Don't have to worry about the flex with this. So this is going to go on there, and it should look pretty rad with that red. Also, I picked up these tires. They're a Mafia Bikes Lagos Snakeskin 2. And see, they got that nice tread. So this bike will be something to tear around. I got a college like close by me, and the way they got everything built up over there, there's places to jump and steps to jump and ledges and stuff like that. So this is going to be built up for not just dirt jumps, but being able to ride around the street and stuff too. So I had to make sure I got some awesome tires for it. Well, the only thing I'm really going to keep for the bike that, you know, came with this extra stuff is this seat, the Huffy seat. It's a one-piece seat post combo. It's actually pretty soft, so it shouldn't be too bad, and the sides feel pretty grippy. So I'm kind of interested to see how that feels when doing bar spins. It came with, well, even stuff falls out of them. The two of the most terrible pegs I've ever seen is those thread-on. Whoever thought these up is an idiot. These are terrible. I mean, having your pegs thread on and then having them set up to look like you can do grinds on them, all they're going to do is just spin loose or damage your axle. So if you ever get a bike that comes with these, go get some aftermarket ones that bolt on instead of thread on. It'll save you a lot of headache. But that's the Huffy Ruin. And let me know what you guys think of my Huffy. I've never owned a Huffy. This is my first Huffy. So it did come with a ridiculous amount of reflectors. I've never seen a bike come with this many reflectors. So there's one on the bar, there's two on the back of the frame. There was another box that had like 4 reflectors in it. It's got this super ugly plastic chain guard, which everybody knows those go to the dump, so, or recycling, or wherever you want to put them, you know. Yeah, that's it for this bike. I do have a giant box of parts over here for some of my upcoming projects, so go over those. I got all the parts out of the box, so I can show you guys what I've got for upcoming projects. First off, I got these awesome red jockey wheels. They're going to go on my Trek Rail 7. I don't know if you guys have known, but since I started building up my rail, I've been slowly replacing a lot of the bolts to red bolts on it. I wanted to have a little bit of flavor to it. So everything on the bike is black or like a charcoal, so I just wanted just that little bit of color pop to it. So been working on that slowly. Also got this awesome Hope sprocket from Walker's Bike Shop. It's a 34 tooth, red anodized. This is for Bosch drivetrains, so this is going on my Trek Rail 7. Cat's trying to help me out. Next up are parts that are going to go on that Haro. And I found this awesome Haro Lineage Fusion double bolt seat post clamp. So that'll be going on there. Along with this 28 tooth Haro Fusion sprocket. Check that out. That's going to be pretty rad on there. I'm definitely building it to be a rider. I want something this big boy can ride around on, so that's kind of like that. I picked up that mid-school frame. They're a lot heavier duty and stuff, so I mean, it's not going to be a light bike, that's for sure, but I'm not a light guy either, so it'll be able to put up with the tolerances it's going to need to. So next up, I got this awesome Haro Lineage stem, and these Haro parts I got direct from Haro. They didn't hook me up or anything like that. It was out of my own pocket. But one thing I always thought, you know, your stem is just a piece of jewelry on your bike, and that definitely looks like a piece of jewelry that's going to be going on that bike. So let me know what you guys think of this, because I'm pretty proud being able to find something this rad. Another thing Haro did was they actually repopped those really nice Fusion pedals that everybody loved back in the day. They were basically a rip-off of the Shimano pedals that everybody, Welgo copied them. Pretty much everybody copied this. This is a basic BMX platform style, but nice anodized blue. They are replaceable pins. If you can see down in there, they're replaceable pins. They even got the Fusion logo on the end, which is pretty nice. These are really detailed, really well done, really well thought out, and they've got sealed bearings, so this is definitely a bonus. And I think they'll look great on the crank set I got for it. So I picked up this Haro Lineage Fusion crank. Take a look at that. I'm going to be re-stickering these to the blue Fusion stickers so they match everything that I'm doing. But it came with a 22 millimeter spindle, 22 millimeter American bottom bracket, sealed bearings. Give you guys a better look at the crank arm. Double bolt clamp, square. So it's got the steel insert for the threads. So this will look pretty good on there. It will be getting some other parts that are definitely going to be a throwback. So you know me, I'm a fan of mags, so it's definitely gonna. It's not getting spokes, that's for sure. So this will look pretty good. Help with the throwback. Also, I didn't know that was going to come with a 22 millimeter bottom bracket, so I picked up this awesome Black Ops 22 millimeter bottom bracket from Walker's Bike Shop. Steel bearings. This thing comes with everything you need. It's got all your spacers, everything. So I mean, that's pretty awesome. Comes with the cups. It's not really easy nowadays to get an American bottom bracket. Usually you have to get the cups separate, so it's really cool to be able to find one that came with the cups. And then also, on top of that, you know, to get started on that Catalina BMX, Chris hooked me up with this awesome Ramp BMX crank set in chrome. This is the Bang & 8. It's got the 8-tooth spline, pinch bolt. This is a really well made crank. It's flat on the back side, rounded on the front. This should allow for a lot of clearance. And it's 175 millimeter, which is the length you need for old school BMX. And then on top of that, I made sure he hooked it up with the Rant 19 millimeter American bottom bracket, which is perfect for this crank set and perfect for that Catalina BMX. So huge thank you to Chris for all these parts, helping me out and putting up with me. You know, I think that's the biggest part, is being able to put up with me. So pretty awesome. Then I've got some gyro stuff over here. We got the Shadowseal detangler. I'm not going to take this out of the box yet. You've seen the detangler on a gyro. You've seen the detangler on a gyro. So, but depending on what kind of the cup layout is on that and everything, I may be drilling and tapping that for gyro tabs. If not, I'll be trying to press a lower gyro plate underneath the cup. I don't know if it has a cup. I don't know if it does or not. So this is all determined whether or not that has cups. Either way, this may end up on the Haro. This for sure was supposed to be for the Haro. It's a Gyro G3 kit. So everybody knows this comes with the cables, comes with your detangler, comes with both your plates. It's got that nice old school and mid-school look to it. So these are pretty awesome and a must-have if you're building an older bike, an older freestyle bike. And of course, got a hardware kit. You can't really see much of what's going on in there, but there's a lot of like gyro hardware, like gyro tabs, stuff for the frame, stuff like that. So if I do end up running a gyro on here, I'll end up using a lot of tabs out of this We the People kit. And this is a complete kit. This has like everything, all your bolts, so it'll be a huge upgrade for that. Then of course I can never keep enough cables around, so I made sure I got some cables. I got a nice top cable. This is a shorter one in case I run the gyro on there. And then a new bottom cable. So that's what I've got for my parts haul. That's what I've got for current projects going on. Give me some feedback, whether you like it, you don't. You know, but I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are building something awesome, and keep shredding.